Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. OCRL TV Truck Series back to you live Tuesday night, Twitch TV. Matt Kingston, Trey Landry. I'm Wendell. Morris will probably be here at some point. We're Kansas boys. Round and round and round they go. Does anybody know how many laps we're running tonight?
We are running 100 laps in the first chase race for the OCRL TV Truck Series tonight. And look at that weather, Wendell. Mostly cloudy, 65 degrees, 65 degree track temp. These guys are going to have some grip tonight.
Too much grip, I think, Trey.
Oh,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I noticed in practice, Matt and Wendell, these guys spend a lot of time running on the bottom, which usually the fast way around Kansas is up around the top. Now, I did talk to a couple of teams, and they expected that maybe early during the run they'll be down at the bottom, but as the run goes on, they expect the line to move back up towards the top.
Gentlemen, you may or may not notice, we have some incredible new graphics coming at you, thanks to Thomas Morris himself. He has completely revamped the overlays for us, and I don't know how you guys feel, but I think they are freaking incredible.
Yeah, they look really sharp, and I like that camera angle too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've been digging that lately. But as you can see, looks like Chuck Sweeting sitting on the pole right now with a 29.433. He setting fire to the racetrack here in Kansas. And speak of the devil, as soon as we say his name, he appears. Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Thomas Morris. Hey, bud.
Who's got candy?
Woo! You are my candy.
We currently got Randall Fox on track, taking the slow lap for lap one. I noticed his teammate Chuck did the same thing, ran a 30.3 his first lap, and then they go all out for that second lap.
Bunch of sandbaggers.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of sandbaggers, Thomas, we were just tooting your horn on the new overlay that you have set up for us, and it is incredibly beautiful.
Thanks.
I am really surprised that there aren't more buttons for me to press.
Oh, don't you worry.
Oh, they're coming. Okay.
We gotta figure out a way to phase those in more.
As Randall Fox pops up to P2 on the chart with what's going to be a 29.436.
Woo! Just 3 thousandths off of Chuck there.
It's incredibly beautiful. All right, well, it looks like all cars have taken a time, minus the 76 of James Duke and the 94 of Michael Whitley. But we're going to hit you with another new button. Maybe replace an old one. The qualifying results. Or you outdid yourself, man. We got the top 3 drivers, all playoff drivers. That's 1, 2, and 3. Chuck Sweeting, Randall Fox, Jeff Hollingsworth. We got Cody Heinzman. He's P4 tonight in the 38 truck with Bentley Glazer sitting P5. Troy Campbell, Chad Wilson. Then we got Jesus Andrade. Haven't said that in a while. With his
few weeks.
Yeah, with his teammate Back 'em Up Backy there in 9th with Todd the Wildman Smith rounding out your top 10.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I know I missed all of practice. It looks like Backy, the biggest choker there from practice to qualifying.
Well, sometimes
P1 to P9. I mean, whew, that's quite a drop.
Sometimes you just choke on it, you know.
True.
Gentlemen, what are we going to be looking forward to tonight?
I hear you might run the high line here.
Oh, King's
Well,
coming
Thomas,
in with finishing.
they were running the bottom a lot during practice as well.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts once we get 5 laps on the tires.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That I noticed them running the bottom to get those hot laps, and then I expect the groove will move up, like you said.
Well, it's nice to see the new guys there in Wendell. Number 38, Cody, P4 in qualifying, P6 in practice.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, Chad Wilson, ninth in practice, seventh on the board for qualifying. Patrick O'Toole's showing a little bit with the top 15 in practice and a top 15 in qual.
Carrying over a little bit of that Talladega speed.
Yeah.
Look out for the field there. And Wendell, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I fixed Cat D's name so it'll actually fit in an overlay.
That's excite.
Because only his name, like, you would have to alter the entire system to move over the pixels enough to fit his name in, just for his name. Such a fussy little kid.
Well, looks like we got James Duke taking a late qual lap.
And he is a chase driver also.
Yes, he is.
Thanks for reminding me that. Probably should turn my trading paints on.
Even get himself up close to the top of the board. He seemed to have a little bit of speed in practice. See if we can get a little bit quicker here in his qualifying laps.
Well, that's his first lap, though.
Some of them surprised out here. Jonathan Wallen, 39, P19 on the board.
Yeah, well, his teammate's P14, so...
But while he's doing that, we got Guy winning in chat. He said he's here, but he won't be interacting as much tonight as he's helping a teammate in the Peak Series currently. He
That's
said
not important.
he guess it's a good problem to have, though. Two fun, interesting things to do instead of none. That is an optimistic way to look at everything. Or anything, really.
Well, when you get done with the Peak Series in 5 laps, you can come back over here.
I mean, if he's looking for something to do, I got some caulking that needs to be finished up in my bathroom.
I got a hay baler that needs to be greased tomorrow.
Ooh. About an injection pump. Is that taken care of today?
Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. Well, it looks like we should be gridding here in a moment, boys. Could be wrong about that, though.
Possibly a minute and 48 seconds.
Well, apparently I've jumped ahead into the future. But,
Well, last week we got the grid quicker than we thought, and this week it's going to take a little bit longer.
oh, no. We are, in fact, gridding right now.
I just couldn't find the way from the garage to pit road.
Well,
I got lost in the tower.
we're going to smack him with it, boys. Bam, there's the grid. We got Chuck Sweeting. He's your pole sitter tonight. He's piloting that 26 truck for RFR with owner, the RF in the RFR, Randall Fawkes, sitting P2 on the outside.
Rolling off P3, we have the top running APC machine there, Jeff Hollingsworth, and newcomer Cody Heisman going to roll off P4 on the grid.
Rounding out the top 5, we have the 87 of Bentley Glazer and the 57 of Troy Campbell starting on his outside, and P6, two APC teammates back there.
Yeah, and another newcomer starting P7, that 24 machine of Chad Wilson, starting to his outside, the fastest JB2M qualifier, that number 7 car, or truck, of Jesus Andrade.
Rolling off P9 tonight. It's going to be Jeff Backy Jr. He's rocking the 88 truck for JB2 Motorsports, the second fastest JB2 driver, with Todd Smith rolling off P10 in the 1 truck.
And for the third fastest JB2M driver, Michael Gruby going to roll off P11 with his teammate Stephen J. Cox going to roll off P12 on the grid.
Starting P13, the 44 of Patrick O'Toole, and 14th, the 93 of Corey Bunch.
And newcomer to the league, but well known to the Stream Team, that number 46 truck, Chad Brown, and to his outside in that number 76 machine, James Duke.
17th belongs to the 20 of Josh Gordon. He's rocking the O2 Motorsports logo tonight with Greg Newsom of Paradigm rolling on P18.
Rolling off P9, we have P19, we have Cat D. Rolling off P20, Jonathan Wall, and rounding out the field, Mr. Cody the Tater Man Internet last week. Gonna roll off P21 on the grid, shotgun on the field. Well, I guess Michael Whitley didn't take a time. Sorry, I missed him. He didn't take a time in practice either, boys. That's interesting.
All right, well, as that happens, pace car is down. We're green. 100 laps. Kansas, first race of the chase.
Pretty clean start so far, as Chuck did choose to start on the outside.
Notice that little teammate work there, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So far, so single as Todd Smith's already in the wall.
Yeah. A little bit scary there for some of the chase guys behind him, I imagine.
Yeah, Corey Bunch was able to get past him.
Todd Smith still losing positions here. Chad Brown gets by him, and now Josh Gordon looking to make the move as well.
He's falling faster than a steel block in the ocean.
Oh, that number, was that the 87 of Troy Campbell? Speaking of Tater Internet, he's kind of blinking in and out all over the field.
Looks like we got Hollingsworth making the move on Randall Fox down low through the tri-oval. Don't know that, well, I was going to say, I guess the low line's working right now, boys.
We have a gaggle back there, Wendell. James Duke, Patrick O'Toole, a whole pile of them just coming cramming in there.
Oh, we sure do. Look at that.
That's something that James doesn't want to see, him being the only chase driver in that group.
No, and he's cutting and carving his way through there.
Made some nice moves there. Out of position, up through, I believe. Up to 14th from 19th. That's a howitzer of a move.
He does. He's made his way up to P14 so far. So he's got to be pretty happy with that.
Just looking back there in that exchange, something happened to Cat D's car, the 17. He's way out the pace back there. He seems to got to back up to speed now, though.
We got a change for the lead as Jeff Sweetie, and he was able to bring Bentley Glazer with him, move Bentley in that 87 truck up to P2. Boys, I think these RFR trucks are maybe taking it a little bit easy here, trying to save tires a little bit.
And if we keep green here, that's going to prove key. If you can keep the tires underneath of it and not burn them off, you'll have a good chance to maybe get up there and take the lead.
So far, so good. It looks like the RFR trucks are starting to maybe make that high line work with APC drivers 1 and 2 right now. They're still sticking to the bottom.
The RFR trucks and the APC trucks are running almost identical times here. The last time by.
Yeah, the difference being RFRs around that top line, and I think it's a little bit easier on the tires up there than it is down low. So it wouldn't surprise me in the next 5 to 7 laps to see Chuck and Randall back 1-2.
Well, we have Chad Brown trying to get into the top 10 here as he's looking underneath of Steve Cox, 64. He's going to clear him.
Well, you know, Matt, Steve doesn't get going until we get in the long run here.
It takes a while for his truck to knock its way up to speed.
Like Trey said, you're gonna be better off running the high line. I know you're gonna lose some spots, but if we get a long run here, I think your tires are gonna be a little bit happier with you than guys are trying to run the bottom.
Well, we got a question in chat. Kind of a backhanded question, son of a bitch. Did everyone forget their chase banners, or does Wendell still not know how to trade paints? Probably, I just don't know how to do trading paint, so we'll do that real quick.
I was seeing no chase banners on the RFR trucks, but I assume that it was just something to do with trading paints, because trading paints does not like their paint schemes.
Same thing, but a lot of times with the RFR paints, you have to delete them and then come back into the room. So clearly not gonna do that much work.
No, but definitely he called me out on my BS and caught me with my pants down. Not that it's the first time he's done that,
Not again.
and hopefully not the last.
Still
Love
can't
ya.
get into those parks, can you?
Ooh, we got a nice little battle here running for P2. There's Bentley Glazer and Chuck Sweet jumping into the frame.
Now, Wendell, it doesn't matter if you have your trading paints on. The overlay takes care of that. If they've got a green banner by their name, they're in the chase.
Indeed. And as
Assuming that worked.
we're coming to complete lap 10, I have been enthralled with the new overlay, with how expanded and beautiful it is.
Oh, we got Troy Campbell returning back after his connection issues. He's going to be scored a whole lot, 7 laps down. Not the way you want to start his night.
That is unfortunate, but nature of the beast. All right, we got Robbie Burgess in chat. Robbie B64, what's up, guys?
It's past his bedtime.
You know, the funny thing is, I can hear him saying it too.
What am I doing up right now? God.
I'm probably looking for 40 ounces of freedom, Robbie. And I'm envious.
I could use some of that tonight. Starting to see Randall kind of play around on the bottom here a little bit. Maybe sizing up Mr. Hollingsworth, who does have his banner on. As we all know, he's been a victim of the no points scandal before.
Ooh, scandals. We like scandalous behavior.
Bannergate 2017. Boys, I expected our resident truck series dominator of the past OCRL history here, Jeff Backey, to move up here. He's normally pretty quick at Kansas, still kind of settled into P7 here.
Under fire from Chad Brown here almost, as he's gaining spots real quick.
Well, you know, I think that speaks for the level of competition that we've had here in the truck series. It's maybe not as easy as it used to be.
I honestly thought the Highline would have already come in by now. 14 laps in, I would have figured the bottom would have just kind of been a couple lap.
Ooh, back to slows up
Becky's
big time.
Kind of stops there.
We got a three-way battle back here between the 94, the 23, and as well as the 39.
Teammates between the 94 and 39.
With their owner right in front of them.
Oh, Newsom looking 3 wide? No. Ooh, wall to the wall.
Little wall there. I guess you know all 3 of the BRT trucks are pretty similar prepared tonight. Oh, 39 sideways.
He is losing it.
Wow,
Wow,
Irising a little
caution
aggressive with the
came
yellows.
out
Oh no,
quick.
it's going to be for Bentley.
Oh, he's going to hit him!
Oh,
Oh, well, we're going to have to catch that on instant replay, as Hollingsworth almost collected in that as well.
Actually
got
was.
loose, and
they
Chuck
both
got
APC
into it.
teammates spun out.
Oh, Randall Fox took a hard... What a save. He barely got tapped there by Jeff Hollingsworth, and looked like he was going to take a vicious hit to the outside wall.
Wow, that was a very multitude of wrecks there that all kind of came together.
Oh, yeah, the 87 does get into the left rear, the 97 there. 39 just all kind of sideways. He goes in, pops the right front of the 87. Rather unfortunate. Man.
Looks like Chuck got a little piece of that. I tell you what happened there, Matt. Looks like that 97 straddled that seam through 3 and 4 and it got away from him.
Yep.
Yes, he did too.
Chuck almost, I mean, he got through most of it. I don't think it's going to kill him, but just a little maybe net code damage there. Yeah.
That was a hard hit for Jeff Hollingsworth, especially from his teammate Bentley Glazer. That hit him right in the rear end housing, I believe, so might have a little bit more damage than he would hope for.
What are the odds you spin and then your teammate, who's well behind you, comes in and collects you too?
Man, that's it's rather unfortunate.
Remember, guys, we only have 2 races in this section of the chase, so this one bad race, say he can't get it fixed up well enough and can't run up in the top 10, say, that might hamper his chance to move on to the next round.
Might be put into a must-win situation.
What's crazy is that the 87 and the 97 both did the same thing, but completely unrelated to each other.
We've got Chuck Sweeting still sitting on pit road right now.
I didn't see a whole lot of damage on his truck. Oh yeah, there's some on the rear. Okay. Well, I guess that hotted up rather quickly there.
Indubitably.
So Hollingsworth was what, second at the time, or the leader? He was the leader, I believe. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he was leading at the time of looseness. Man, that's like I said, that's unfortunate.
That's some Scott Eckes stuff right there.
Yeah. No.
We can't play that audio here.
Yeah, there was way more than 4 laps to go.
Oh, he's done this at Kansas too, though. He's wrecked coming back out of the pit lane.
Man, that's got to be tough.
You know, I thought Jesus got a little piece of that, but his truck looks fine, so it must have just been a little netcode kind of, sparks and stuff. Wow, you don't often see that, Wendell. You don't see the leader spin out in one of these truck races.
No, I was gonna say that it seems to be kind of rare.
It's Hollingsworth. I mean, we've seen him loose before, but normally he can hang on to that joker.
Well, Kansas, its own beast, as all 3 of you guys know, as current and/or used to be current drivers.
Yeah, and it's really tricky in the trucks. I know people are like, oh well, whatever. You can kind of hammer it around. Well, I mean, yeah, but you're driving. Even if you're on the bottom, you're trying to miss the seams, and if you're up near the wall, you're only inches off the wall, trying to hold it damn near wide open. Not fun. That does move Chad Brown, and I believe Cody, yeah, up to the top 5. Also, Jeff Backey took advantage of that too. Not sure Jonathan Wall in 6. That's a little interesting. Maybe that's okay. I was gonna say that needs to cycle through because there's no way he was gonna roll out P6. He took a hit. Took a digger, as we like to say.
Well, we got them stacked up 2 by all the way through the field. We're gonna re-rack them. Let them go.
I see an interesting sticker on the back of the 38 machine, Wendell.
Do we now? Let's see what we got. Yes, we do. He's got this is graphically stimulating. Check. Hold my line on the restart. That's great. I love that.
Now, Trey, did we go over when the segment break is?
Lap 40.
Oh, so about halfway through the segment here. We've already seen this kind of drama. Imagine what's going to happen coming to the segment end.
It's probably going to get ridiculous, but we're ready for it.
Ridiculousms. Big jump from Randall there. Kind of brought him down slow. Got one of those old good Randall Faulk starts there.
What it does is Randall takes off. Watching the 7, the 38, and the 88 battle it out. As Jeff Backey does look to make the move down low. Looking a little bit better on this restart than he did on the start of the race, but
Without a doubt.
I don't know. We'll see.
I wouldn't count out that guy in that 20 truck either. We know Josh Gordon's had speed throughout his short little career here at the OCRL, and he loves the truck, so I wouldn't count him out to steal a win here.
He looks like he's piloting the DAB Constructors Incorporated truck tonight. I can't help but say dab.
Just a little dab.
Just dab on him, you know. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Interesting note, we got James Duke in the top 10. He's made his way up to P7.
Hell, we got Chad Brown in the top 5.
He's rocking that Guinness truck.
James
Beautiful
Duke
truck.
right behind him there, Wendell. Gonna make the
We're
pack.
gonna go 3 wide.
Don't know if I do that right now.
Ballsy move for a chase contender.
Especially between 2 gentlemen that aren't.
and new, like rookies to the league, who don't know your, they might be well known to the service, as we find out sometimes, but sometimes if you don't know who you're racing around, you get a little nervous.
Yeah, especially like Kingston alluded to earlier, if you have a bad night tonight, you're essentially put into a box next week. And sometimes that box is really small.
Really, really small. Kind of like every time we started at Charlotte, you always got DNF'd.
Every single friggin' time. I believe that was 4 seasons in a row.
Looks like James Duke is going to get around his teammate Chad Brown there, so move James Duke up to P5.
And that's another thing with James. He the last 3 or 4 weeks has been showing, with the exception of the road course, has been showing incredible speed.
Yeah, he's definitely improved in the OCRL. I would say over the past couple of races.
Because he is attacking the 88 truck there and going to make it look pretty easy.
He said, beep, beep, out
Back
of the way,
got
sir.
into the wall on the backstretch there. Just scraped it just a touch.
So we have 25 laps complete. Move James Duke up to P4.
This will really help his chase chance or playoff chances if he can keep in the top 5, because that's going to be some bonus points.
I mean, we
Well,
saw him have this
especially-
kind of speed in Texas. He might try and go for a win here.
Well, I mean, especially you consider you got Jeff Hollingsworth and Chuck Sweeting, who's got to be 2 of the chase favorites with damage and currently running. Jeff Hollingsworth is running 18th, way off the pace. Chuck Sweeting running 20th off the pace as well.
Ooh.
And as we were watching that, we got Josh Gordon making the move around Jesus and Reddy. Move him up to P2.
Not seeing us, I kind of thought we would see the JB2M trucks kind of turn it on for the chase window, maybe make a statement right off the bat. Not really seeing that yet.
And I hate to say it, but for that team, it seems like it's been a trend since the start of the season as James Dukes goes to make his way around the 7 of Andretti.
He's kind of powered underneath him there.
He's shown a lot of speed, especially on the long run here, guys.
Yeah, and he's running that bottom as well, so he's got that truck hooked up.
And like you said, Trey, we had I think lap 40 is the segment break. You don't really have to save anything here. You're only going to run 20 laps, so go get what you can get here. Get the points.
Well, we got a Sagaggle. We got a Sagaggle back here with Back 'em Up Backy. Got the 94, the 23, the 38, the 88, and it looks like the 9 of Groovy, all up in a heaping pile of mess.
Yeah, that's a big move by Michael Whitley. He started shotgun on the field, 22nd. He's made his way up to 8th.
Backy's out of shape. 23 hard into the wall.
Yeah, 23 not lucky there. He kind of caught the shaft of that deal.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate, but that's going to allow Corey Bunch to make his way by, and the 73 going to try with. Looks like Patrick going to bring the. Oh, that's an interesting paint. The Skills USA truck, formerly known as Vika.
Whew. Sends shivers down my spine with him.
Yes, sir. Oh, you were a member of Vika,
Yes.
the Vocational Industrial Clubs of America. I was a voting delegate 2 years in a row. Which basically means I just went on the trips. I didn't want to do anything.
I went on the trips and won some contests. It was fun.
Yeah.
Get you out of school.
True.
Looks like Jesus Andrade there got out of shape.
Yeah, he's falling backwards.
A couple of spots there.
All the way
Trying
back
to
to
pit lane.
P9.
I don't know
Big
if
trouble.
I do that.
He might have some damage he feels like he needs to get taken care of, or an emergency maybe?
Maybe he's got to poop.
Hey, sometimes that happens. But while we got breaking the action, we got Pepsi Max Kellogg's in chat. He said, "Hey guys, hey Pepsi, how you doing, man?"
Hey.
Hey!
Hi.
Trey, you were talking about Whitley. He started shotgun on the field. I'm sure he didn't even get a practice lap in. That's pretty impressive to get up here and race around with really no laps and practice to experiment with a truck.
Indeed, especially in 2, almost 3 positions ahead of his team owner, Corey Bunch, who at this point I don't really think likes. I don't think he likes Kansas very much.
That'd be a negative.
Maybe the teacher becomes the learner.
Student. Anyway, James
I like
Duke
Lerner.
is laughing faster than both Josh Gordon and Randall Falks right now.
Now, we saw this at Texas, boys. I hope he remembers how to keep that truck underneath him and kind of stay calm here and pick your battles.
You know, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. I think at this point in the race, I think being a chase driver, I think it's probably best to just kind of maintain what you got. You know,
If he can get that point from Josh Gordon, though, that goes a long way for stage points.
Very true. But like you guys were saying, you know, if you pull a Texas, none of those points are going to matter.
No, sir.
And here's another thing too. He's up in the back bumper, Josh Gordon, who I don't believe he has run with before.
That is a
not in the
teammate,
OCRL.
though.
Oh, it is. Okay.
He is driving for
Oh,
Paradigm.
the 44 is into the wall.
Yeah, he's way off the pace down the back straightaway.
Corey Munch goes way low to miss him.
Yeah, Corey Bunch got into the wall as well and dropped about 10 spots.
And way behind the field now, behind Hollingsworth and Chuck. So that's way back there.
And Patrick O'Toole tries to bring it to pit road and pulls a Thomas Fredericks.
Oh.
I was doing power turns and they entered a pit road.
Hey, you know, sometimes you just got to do it.
Want to be a Nike ad now?
Not without those checks.
Now, Jesus does come right back off of pit lane. Only lost one lap, so not sure what that was about.
Yeah, we got Enigma in chat saying that it was the INS knocking at the door.
Ah, yeah. Well, they're always around.
Very true. We got Randall Falks has had a second lead. That's been cut down to 8/10.
Yeah, Josh Gordon's chipping into it ever so slightly.
I tell you what, it's dangerous to let Randall Falks get out and win one of these races again. He already comes in with a huge chase lead. I believe 12 points over the guys who haven't won a race. So if you let him get out here and keep stealing points away, he's going to be a lock for Homestead already.
I mean, you're pretty much just going to have to wreck that guy.
Well, I mean, things have been done.
Things and stuff, eh?
Stuff and whatnot. I know a guy. But Josh Gordon, like you said, just a little bit quicker still. See if he can make a little late race charge. I don't think he's going to have enough time, though. In this segment, as late race, I mean.
Jeff Backey making a move here, and Cody Heinzman trying to get Michael Whitley in his sights, maybe get some stage points in this race. Never mind, yellow is out now.
Oh, this will probably end the segment too.
And it looks like it's going to be Groovy.
Driving through the grass.
We got Groovy.
Groovy. Another chase contender falling. Oh, that was bigger than that moment.
Oh,
Like
Steve
Cox
in
as
it.
well, yeah.
And it hurt too.
Yes. Oh.
Wow, and Groovy's truck kind of flung back off the wall there.
Yeah, that good old
Kansas.
Kansas. That good old Kansas wall. You got to love that thing.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that. It just shot him way back
Wow.
across the track.
What was the other track that used to do that? The short one, New Hampshire.
It still does that, by the
That
way.
place was a nightmare.
Looks like Groovy drove in really low there through 3 and 4 and just kind of got away from him. Yeah, this didn't hit anything like apron. Just kind of got loose and unfortunately nowhere for Steve Cox to go.
I would not like to be in that team channel.
As you said earlier, Wendell, they haven't been running great this season, and when it rains, it pours.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to conclude the stage. And,
Chad Brown coming P4 in that stage.
I know. I mean, besides Randall Fox, look at all the new faces in the top 5 getting segment points.
Stealing those points from the Chasers.
Absolutely. Josh Gordon, P2. James Duke, P3. Chad Brown, P4. Michael Whitley, P5.
Now that's an interesting name to see up there. You're not used to seeing his name in the top 5.
No, he's
not this early.
Yeah, he's having a very good race.
As Steve Cox finally brings it down pit road.
76
on
laps
fire.
through his stall.
He's gonna have a nice pit stop there, I thought, too, because he was coming in. He was
almost
almost
humming.
past Josh Gordon there.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We saw Rendell. That was when you got to plan your long run here, because you're gonna have to
Oh,
make sure you can get to the end on fuel, possibly, if we can stay green.
And 76 is going to lose at least one spot, maybe two.
Big stop for the 88.
Yeah, huge stop.
Wow, that's, what was he, 5th? No, he was 6th coming in, gonna come out 3rd. Somebody must have brought their pit cup crew over here to do the truck tonight.
All being said, with that mishap on pit road, James Duke only lost one spot. He comes out in P4.
can't be too upset about that.
No, can't be too upset about it, but certainly not going to be happy about it either.
I don't know. He's going to be starting on the outside, so it could be to his advantage here at Kansas.
Well, we have Chad Brown, P2. That's wild to see, just coming in. This is what his 2nd race, I think, this season in the OCRL TV Truck Series.
Stat confirmed.
I finally got one right.
Second race for Chad Brown. We're going to restack them.
No ridiculously easy trivia questions tonight, Matt?
No, I'm far too out of it tonight.
Maybe a little too much fun last night for Kingston.
Just a touch, yeah.
Maybe you should ask some Canadian fisheries questions. Maybe you get some help for your test tomorrow.
Anybody knows anything about that? Message me, please. Before tonight.
Fish are bad? No, wait, they're good. Fish are good?
Yeah, he said Canadian wars, not freshwater American fish.
Ew, so Chinese fish?
Oh, tilapia for the win.
I'll just grab a
What's
catfish out of
that?
the pond there.
Yeah.
Maybe bats.
Oh. Not really a fan of bass. My personal favorite freshwater fish is the crappie. They
A
are
couple of those in the other pond.
they
I
are
love
quite
me some
delicious. I tell you what, son. Woo!
Oh, what?
You boys
Well,
already
you
know.
can't forget about the brim.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good. Oh my god.
Especially get them about hand size.
Yes, sir.
Now, we
So
talking-
what you're saying is you want to come and
Pepsi Max
fish in our pond?
Kellogg's, it's maritime.
Yeah, it's straight up. That's some dirty South stuff right there.
Just freshly stocked the pond, boys, so give us a while and we might have some supplies ready.
Now the only thing better than all that, and I know it's gonna sound bad, is some catfish.
Oh, I love catfish.
Oh, I like
God.
catfish.
So I eat my weight in catfish.
What's that, like 120 pounds?
Speaking of eating
192.
weight, we having us a crawfish bowl this Saturday at the Landry household.
Morris, are
Got
you
about
picking us up or?
Getting about 100 pounds coming in from Louisiana as
Holy
the pace car
hell.
drops down.
Randall is going to lead him to the green. The rest of the field will follow.
Oh,
Chad
booked us a
Brown
flight
did
with
not get
Southwest.
going. Yeah, don't go United.
Yeah.
I can be drug out of airplanes, I don't know what you mean.
Apparently that pays about 10 grand nowadays.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll do that.
Yeah, she drag me. I'll buy my ears.
Michael Whitley, a little bit of a drag race trying to get by James Duke, I saw there.
Looks like he's going to have position on him so far.
Whitley's almost driving through the grass to cut down the distance of the track. Oh dear.
Ooh, that's tight. Groovy coming off a pit lane there.
And James able to clear the 94, but that allows Josh Gordon position on the 94. And we know from the last segment that Gordon was definitely showing a good amount of speed there. So
I think that just shows you Wendell Whitley had to check up a little bit not to run into James, and it cost you so much momentum in these trucks.
It'll take you a couple laps to get it back, too.
And that seems to be the name of the game right now in iRacing is momentum.
It's like Whitley's kind of
Struggling.
he loses another spot to Chad Brown. Under assault by that number 38 truck of Cody Heinzman.
He can dip his Oreo into that pool.
Ooh.
Tell you what, as hungry as I am right now, he could dip that Oreo wherever he wants as long as I get one.
I know I shouldn't have talked about food. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Where's our intern at? Oh, God.
I couldn't tell you. MIA, KIA, one of the IAs. I don't even know.
Doing his
Maybe
hair,
an NA.
probably.
That's probably the most accurate statement. Looks like we got a battle between the 39 and the 23 back here for 12th.
Yeah, and we got 39. Can maybe get around him here? Yeah, I can't believe this caught him back there window as well. Corey Bunch still kind of floundering around in the back of the field.
Speaking of flounder, we got Jay Tressler in chat saying walleye is delicious, and I wouldn't know because I've never had it.
Oh.
That must be a northern. He must be from the
say
north somewhere, right?
I think that's a Yankee fish, yeah.
Guy we used to race with like those, so he was up in Wisconsin.
Not
Yeah.
opposed to trying it, though.
We don't
Oh,
cotton.
send us
we
some.
don't, yeah, we don't cotton to you Yankees. I'm kidding, of course. Not trying to alienate any of viewers. If you send it, we will eat it.
We will eat it.
We might even live stream it. Probably not, though.
Nobody wants to see that.
Speaking
You'd be
of live
surprised.
stream, we got one going on. Is James Duke makes his way around that 88 truck of Jeff Backey, move that 76 car truck, whatever he's driving,
Vehicle.
into P2.
He
Indeed,
said,
as
I'm here to make a statement in the chase.
Good way to start here. He's stomping through the field.
I mean, he's dragging his teammate Chad Brown along with him.
yeah, he is looking really good tonight. And I know the driver of that 76 truck could really use a good run. Well, to complete one anyway.
Yeah, start to finish, complete run, I think, would really set people on notice. I mean, the second highest running chase driver at the moment. It's hard to
Oh,
remember
boys.
Reynolds one.
We got us a name in chat we haven't seen in a couple weeks. Duke Chronic coming in. Sockeye Coho.
I don't even know what that is.
I've heard of sockeye tuna or salmon. I don't know.
Speaking of a name I hadn't heard from in a while, Wendell, I don't think he's in chat tonight, but I saw him comment on Facebook. Remember old buddy Josh Rhodes?
Josh Rhodes.
One of our first commenters back in the
Yeah, nope,
street
don't
stock
remember
days.
him anymore.
He made a funny comment about Mr. Jeff Backey on the Facebook today.
Oh man.
Something about Backey ejaculation or something. It's pretty funny.
Good lord.
Baculation.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, baculation. Hashtag that.
We got like a couple, 2 or 3 phrases we're gonna have to get up on the old interwebs before the year's over.
He's baculating right now as Chad Brown makes this way around him.
You know, Trey, I'm no terminologist here, but if I'm seeing these guys pass me on the bottom, do you think you might want to start trying to run the bottom?
Maybe.
Because I haven't seen the trucks fall off. I know we've only done 20 laps in a row here for the segments, but I think I might want to get to the bottom.
Which is really interesting because last time I drove Kansas, it was a top feeder.
Yes. And it still isn't a cup car. The bottom will not work in a cup car.
Okay, well, we will
Not
see
this
that
long.
Thursday night.
I don't know. I'd like to see these cup cars with these weather conditions.
Well, it will be a night race as well. So. We did. Whitley got around Backey as well, so move him up.
Getting back
One
into the
more position.
P5. And we're gonna run back through the field. Looks like Chuck Sweeting starting to make a little bit of forward progress. He's made his way back up to 15th, but Hollingsworth stalled out there in 17th. Perhaps the
Let's be honest, that truck should just be like glad it's still running after the hit he took.
yeah, perhaps just not able to overcome the damage.
Though I'd say not. When Orlando hit a 29.6 last lap, and I believe Hollingsworth hit a 30.4.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
Groupie with a 31-second lap, last lap, so those trucks are hurting.
And speaking of Randall, he's led 39 laps so far tonight. His closest competitor is the 76 of James Duke, who is 1.182 seconds behind him.
And just a little slower, though.
Yeah, not a whole lot, though. He's doing a pretty good job of keeping up with him. Or at least keeping him in sight.
Oh, without a doubt. Actually got 3 Paradigm Racing trucks in a row there behind with James leading that pack.
No, and it's nice to see Paradigm having a good run here tonight at Kansas.
Yeah, they're looking to build on some momentum. See if they can get old James up in that Final 4 for Homestead battle there.
Well, we got 43 laps to go, gentlemen. We're clicking them all fast, which I guess happens when you don't run under caution.
Very true, very true. Josh Gordon makes the move around Chad Brown there.
Indubitably. Well, I don't know, boys. I say we do something we haven't done. Excuse me, haven't done in a while. I say we run them through the field. How do you guys feel about that?
Can we walk slowly?
We can walk very slowly.
I think my legs can take the running today.
Yeah, after 16 hours of doing stuff yesterday and then another 10 today, I think it's probably best we take a walk.
Maybe even get on our little rascal.
Yeah.
Now we're shopping at Walmart. Okay.
We're gonna hold right there. We got I Pray 06 feeling the need to smash the follow button right before we go through the field. I Pray, we appreciate the follow. Thank you for hanging out. If you get a wild hair, talk and chat. We'll talk back. It's one of those things we do. But
now, Wendell, before we go through the field, we did have a question from Mr. Chronic there. Wanting to know.
Yellow is out.
Never mind. That's not going to matter anymore.
they can make it from here.
Yeah, from here. They could make it to the end.
Looks like maybe Cody.
The 23 around, I know, in the back stretch.
Little
Little help
the
from the
bumper
one.
of his team owner. Interesting. That'll be a funny team meeting. 23 of Greg Newsom and the 1 of Todd Smith there, Wendell James.
Interesting. We're watching it right now. Just came in front, and yeah, the one just kept going. Must be a Dodge thing.
Well, I guess he's like, I own that truck, so I can do whatever I want to with it. So.
And it doesn't appear the 23 hit anything, so as Trey would say, no blood, no foul. But that's gonna pull the entire field down pit road. We'll see if the old 76 is see if he'll be able to make it in and out of his pit stall without any issues this time.
He left a big gap there between him and Randall Fox. I know I'd like to try to close that up, especially where they're battling so close in lap times. I think that track position would have helped.
Good stop, it looked like.
Indeed, I don't know that he's going to beat. No, he's not going to beat the 51, but he will maintain P2. Josh Gordon. It's like maybe Michael Whitley with Jeff Backey coming out behind him.
Big loser on that round of pit stops. I believe, yeah, Chad Brown going to fall way back in the field.
All the way back to 12th.
What happened there may have slid through a stall a little bit.
That's 7 positions, guys.
7 hard positions to make back up. That's pretty hard passes to make with people like Jeff Backey, with Cat D's up there. Yeah. So Jesus Andrade, there's gonna be some tough trucks to get around on this treacherous track tonight.
Yeah, as we're scrolling through the names here, I didn't recognize Cat D because it doesn't say Cat D.
I was debating whether to just put that on there, Wendell, Cat D, and see if people would complain or not.
Well, I was kind of maybe thinking we could do like Chris T. Dukes.
3 names, but
well, I mean, you
know what
T
that does
hyphen.
when I shorten people's names.
Yeah,
you end up with a Peter-R or a P-R.
Well, gentlemen, we're going to stack them up one more again. We're going to summarize the race so far. We got 62 complete of 100. We had 3 lead changes with 3 cautions, which I think is going to work out to be 11 laps.
Math is hard.
Yeah.
Not bad so far. I mean, pretty clean for a truck race with this many people.
Speaking of clean, have we mentioned the new overlay?
I don't think you have.
I don't think we have, but it's good. It's real good.
Now, Trey, am I supposed to be? Okay, never mind. I said we're gonna look into maybe getting a black flag cleared for someone, but Trey's already on the mission. That's what happens when damaged cars can't catch up. Well, no, you can't wait for them to get in your pit stall. You lose too many spots. Or if you get stuck behind, oh boy, who was it? When we used to beat their back bumper off when you got them on pit lane because they wouldn't go pace speed.
I believe that was Jeff Davis, Brooks Potts, and another guy I can't remember.
Was it Chris Munger? No.
That's because Brooks Potts is he's on union time on pit road.
That's true. Well, he's on union time on the track too.
Yeah, he was on turn left into the inside pit wall time. Pit road limit is 45. That doesn't mean do 32. Let's go. Yeah, the only time I can ever really remember intentionally running into the back of someone. Minus the whole Martinsville incident with that one guy.
There was that
Small
one time.
hints.
Yeah, I can't remember that guy's name. Something long.
Carl Long?
Oh,
Good God. Adam Long, I believe it was, Wendell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
More like a Petty.
The ones that are still
Adam
breathing.
Petty.
Oh, we got a latecomer. We got Eli in chat. We can officially begin, boys. Thanks for joining us, Eli.
Boy, it's almost his bedtime. What's he doing here?
Hope you're having a good night, Eli. And we do have pace car down. We got Randall Falks winding them up. The rest of them going to try to unwind.
Bad start there for the 76 of Duke. That's going to put Josh Gordon underneath him going to turn 1 and 2.
So we're in turn 3 already. Boy, I'm behind.
Michael Whitley trying to follow suit, put himself up P3 here.
Good stop for Whitley, though. Got him
He's
up
all
there in
over
position.
Josh Gordon. He's looking for position on Gordon now.
He's not laying down tonight, boys.
He said, I am the lead BRT driver, not my owner. Even
He's
though he
looking
has the
for
win.
the lead now.
And he does clear P2 of Josh Gordon. Gordon going to attempt the crossover.
There's a Hornet's nest back there around Trump, too. These restarts are insane with guys trying to fan out and pick a lane that's faster.
Indeed, that's going to mire James Duke all the way back to P5.
James going to try and make it 3 wide with Backy here. Clears both Backy and the 24. That's a power move from that 76.
And now he has the 2 in front of him, battling the 20 and the 94. Let's see if he can capitalize on that.
We got
taking
Jesus.
advantage there.
Jesus.
Jesus. Lord help that boy.
Talking about a gaggle. 88, 76, 94, and 20. All right there, battling for, what is it, P3? P2.
P2 and through like P15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that high line, you just get freight train, you just lose all that momentum from the bottom. Must have that Uber grip there on the bottom lane tonight, boys.
Yeah.
The VHT.
Ooh. Yeah, they're at the wrong track. They put it at the wrong track, Trey.
James looking like he was going to
Whitley.
try to slide up there, but thought
Little side draft there.
thought seconds of it before pulled it back down.
I saw Jesus down pit lane earlier. He's rebounded nicely here, trying to get around his teammate for P5.
No, Randall's going to love to see this. Looks in his rear view and sees these guys battling like that. That's going to make his gap that much bigger.
Yeah, I think he's got that truck set.
Oh,
to
yellow.
cruise.
We got Hollingsworth around in turn 1 there.
Hey, he is pointed
Ooh.
the wrong direction.
Oh, looks like Jonathan Wall came off the wall and just did things to him.
Nasty things.
Well,
He already may have got put in the wall by somebody, Mr. Wall.
well, let's see what we got.
Oh, one truck.
Beautiful
Bodine
thing
got another one.
is, we have replay ability.
I mean,
I think Wall came down.
yeah, I'm
it's-
thinking Wall got more of that than he gave him.
And once they got together, it's like the net code kind of shot Todd's truck up the track.
I wouldn't say anything intentional. That was just kind of
Yeah, I
meeting in
don't-
the same place there.
I don't know that you could say any of that was intentional, but unfortunate circumstances for the 39 and the 97.
Yeah, 97 kind of got the shaft on that one.
He has had a hard night here from spinning from the lead to everybody's coming down pit road.
I think that's going to be your trend of the race. Caution's out. You come down pit road.
Yeah, as much grip as they have, I guess I want to make sure they have 4 freshies on every time.
We got Eli commenting, "You're welcome. He had some work to do." Well, we understand. Real life happens. So. Better late than never, I say. Except for when you're coming in to work late, and then I say you're fired. As James Duke takes 2 tire fire, he's going to try to make it work tonight, boys.
It's like Chad Wilson took 2 tires as well as he comes out P2.
Now, James,
I don't know about that call, boys.
James, now, had Chad not done that, James might be okay. But that's going to line Randall Falks, assuming James takes the bottom line, that's going to line Randall Falks right up behind him.
The Randall Falls.
The bearded legend himself.
Been a little warm to have that beer this time of year. Unless you've got one of those cushy office jobs where you can keep your beard manicured and cooled throughout the day.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Of course, I don't think anyone with a real beard would actually have that kind of job, so. Hashtag assuming. I mean, I know that's bad, but.
Makes, yeah. We
Yeah,
have, I was just looking here. Michael Whitley's been looking at his laps. He's been running consistently quick on every run since he got up there. He might be a threat to take the checkered flag at the end of this.
Yeah, Matt, I wouldn't count him out. He's showed a lot of speed tonight.
And this 2-tire strategy here from the 76 and the 24, that kind of concerns me a little bit, Trey. I don't know about you.
I don't know. We only had, what, 4 or 5 green flag laps on those tires. He might be all right. The left side should be pretty decent.
I think we'll find out real quick when he goes into turn 1 and it either sticks or goes backs into the fence there.
Yeah, we could get a stack up there. As only the top 2 took 2. Everybody else behind Chad Wilson took 4 tires.
Well,
Maybe some drama.
well, yeah, one of 2 things is going to happen. It's either going to pay off or it is going to screw him. And we're going to find out.
Just a few short laps, because we're actually winding down here, Wendell, running out of laps.
We are indeed. Appears that we have 28 laps to go, 27 to the green as Michael Gruby takes his wave around.
Gonna need more than that to fix that truck.
Yeah. They are rounding turn 2. They're going to come down the back straight-ish away.
It's actually straight here, isn't it?
I think it's
Where
got
the
a
Chicago
little bit of curvature. Pretty straight, though.
Well, so does the Earth, unless you believe it's flat. I mean,
Well, that is
It is.
apparently a thing recently.
oh, well, yeah. Well, those people should go ahead and walk off the edge of it then.
That's my contention.
We ain't got no time for that. Well, this could be James Duke's best restart and most important restart of his OCRL career right here, boys.
Make it or break it. He's going to give it a shot as the Ford Mustang is going to dive down pit road. James is holding him. He's gone. Let's see what
A little
happens.
help there from
Checked
Randall
him up a
Fox.
little bit.
That was a wild restart there. I don't think Randall's gonna be too pleased with that one.
Well, His Majesty himself, I'm not sure he will, but we'll see.
Oh boy, 24 went way up the hill there.
Looks like either the 2 tires or the restart not paying off for the 24.
Michael Whitley right on the back bumper, almost to that 51 machine.
I'm sure Randall's like, where am I? In the Twilight Zone? Who are these people? I haven't seen these guys around me all year. Don't count out that 7 truck either, Wendell. We know he's a scrapper at the end. Well, 51 had to check up a little bit there. Going to give Whitley a big charge of momentum.
Is the 51 going to try to make the move on the outside?
I've seen that work all night long.
And Whitley's gonna stick that in there so he has nowhere to go.
Wow.
Stay in that lane.
2 of the underdogs up front right now, boys.
You got the 76 throwing the my truck's lower than yours.
Oh, Whitley's looking for the
But
lead
not low
here.
enough.
Whitley looking for the lead here at Kansas. 76 holding him tight.
No,
Oh,
51
Almost,
to go.
almost too tight.
We're bump drafting down the backstretch here at Kansas.
Didn't really help him though. It didn't push him out anywhere. 51 blinks a little bit.
This is a log jam behind the 76 truck.
Jesus gonna try and dive in Randall.
He's trying. 76 going to get back around-ish Whitley.
God,
Ooh, that
that's
was
tight in
close.
turn 1.
James not giving too much room there.
Randall's
is a
like,
hornet's
come
nest.
on, pick a lane here. Dude, it's just stacking them up behind him. Here comes Josh Gordon into the picture.
We're gonna have the top 20 in the picture here in a second. Chad Brownling's moving with Jeff Backey going into the corner.
It's like this will be the most cards we've ever had in a winning photo in the history.
Well, we're about to be 3 wide. Oh, Randall thinks twice about it.
They're trying to be 4 wide there. Whitney might have the run there. James slowed
No.
just a little bit.
He's able to keep it wound up. It's looking more like a Talladega race as the 76 does clear the 94.
That's what he wanted to see. Jesus gonna make him 3 wide.
Yellow is
Oh,
out.
yellow.
Come on.
Looks like Hollingsworth again.
Again, that's 3 strikes. I
Well,
know they're not his fault, but nothing is done now. She's smoking.
I believe he cut down
Little-
on the
yeah.
17, I think.
No, yeah, something like that.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, a little bit he did, didn't he?
couple of
Oh, got the 93 as well.
trucks involved there. Yeah, maybe
Thinking about going around Chuck there when
collects Corey Bunch as well. Maybe not realizing that it was 3 wide right there, but it most certainly was.
to stay up and kind of cut in, and Cat D was there.
We got leader.
That truck's
We
done.
got leader James Dukes up here. He's gonna bring him down pit road now. Oh,
Whoa,
Oh, he stays
James,
so-
why
no.
did you
Oh.
do that?
well, he's got 2 teammates that are staying out with him with Chad
Oh,
Brown and
man.
Todd Smith.
Oh, boy.
That's
As
gonna be
Gruby
the call.
completely did
Yeah,
something.
I tell you
What
what,
was that?
James Duke just blew that one. I mean, you took
Yes.
2 tires. You did a good job of holding them off. It was obvious you were stacking up the field. You're the leader when the caution comes out. Come in and get 4 tires. Chances are you come out the leader with 4 freshies.
Indeed. Well, there was no way for him to know that, but we got the 20 car, Josh Gordon, taking 2 tire fire, as well as the 38 of Cody Heinzman. Randall, first truck off pit road with 4 tires. Well, it's
Wendell, did you catch Groovy's pit entry there?
we most certainly did.
That's what you call non-committal to the last second.
Yeah, non-committal with the fiddle.
Because the Jeff Hollingsworth machine there is pulled it behind the wall for the evening.
Yeah, that thing's taking more hits than a NBA's wife.
Now,
NBA top
gentlemen,
wife.
his only chance, his being James here. His only chance is going to be that the 46 and the 1 are able to hold the rest of the field behind them. But as soon as one of those trucks get around him, it's going to essentially be game over.
I don't think
he
they're
has,
going to be able to.
Yeah, he has no chance. His only chance, Wendell, is if the iRacing servers crash and he is the last truck left.
Which there is always that chance.
Or they run 3 wide and you can't pass any 3 of the Paradigm trucks in.
That'd be a good call there. If you can just walk the entire track for the
There
next
you
20
go.
laps.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
20,
3
ooh, I
wide,
forgot about
100
that.
miles an hour.
20 laps? Why didn't you pit, James? There's no way. You're going to get eaten alive.
Yeah, eight laps, maybe 20.
Plus, he's already on 2. So, okay. Well,
Yeah, nothing of this adds up. It's not.
That's why we're up here, boys. We don't have to physically take the hit that they're going to virtually take tonight.
We've got an interesting comment in chat from Enigma. He said, "Don't underestimate these guys. They could wreck."
The top 3? Probably.
Where's Backy at? He's usually in one of these late race wrecks.
We are scoring Backy P8 currently.
Nah, it's a little far back to be on that.
Oh, Michael Whitley dropped back to P7. He's a second car that took 4 tires. That might put him and Randall in the catbird seat.
Talking about birth by fire here, Wendell, this 38, only a second race in the OCRL. He's about to learn how business picks up at the end of these things.
Yeah, so you got the top 3 on 11 lap tires. 4th and 5th just took 2. So, yikes.
So you're saying Chuck still has a chance?
Chuck does have a chance. As a matter of fact, I think Jeff Hollingsworth has a chance.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go jump in a truck. I'll see if I get the win here.
Sure we can scrape up an old 55 chassis somewhere.
I don't want that. It smells weird. Has white powder in it.
And it's probably baby powder.
That's what I was thinking, talcum powder.
The dogs keep chasing it too.
We know it's a good blocker, though.
Yeah, there's a hole in the middle of it now, and it's bigger than it used to be, so I don't know.
Jesus.
Well, boys, I think we're going to make it green here for the next...
We are not going to make it green.
No.
You got to have hope. You guys are too negative.
No.
5 laps.
We hope that it is, but we're also realistic.
Act like you're working on some Massey equipment or something.
As
Best tractors ever made.
they're stacked up, Mupsnake's down. James
Look at the gaps.
gonna
Todd
take it.
Smith, a huge gap behind James Duke there.
That's
And
mega interesting.
that stacks the entire field up.
That might cause a wreck,
I'm sure words are going to be said about that. But Josh Gordon already around the 1 truck of Todd Smith.
Sights
Fox.
on Chad Brown.
Randall Fox trying to make his way around the 1. He does, clearing. Backy's looking to make that move as well.
Oh, we made it 1 lap, boys.
James Duke actually doesn't be looking all that bad a shape. His lap time that lap was about the same as everybody's, even though that was the
Getting up to speed
lap.
I think it's so long here. Like we said, like less than 20 to go now, but it's a long way to run on just two right side tires that have 11 laps more than the field.
He's probably banking on a caution to come out here soon.
Oh, and we're going to watch from the bed cam here for a few minutes and see if that 20 truck and or the 51 of Randall Fox is able to gain ground here with those pressure tires.
They did. They're there. He's already stacking up the top 3 behind.
Chad Brown's all over me. Could look to make a pass here.
Looks like Josh Gordon's going to make the pass, though.
He's going to try. He's going to stick it down low. If he can get clear of Chad Brown, he's going to try to gobble up that 76 truck.
It's not going to be tough either with the fresher tires on the 20 car.
The part here is going to be getting around James with not letting Randall get around you as well.
And you know James is going to be running the defensive line here. He's going to try to block as much as he can because this is his chance to seal his way into the next round of the chase.
Without a doubt. You win here, next week's just a fun week.
And Josh is one of those drivers that took 2 that last pit stop. Randall, who took 4, is right there, just probably chomping at the bit.
Just waiting
Josh?
to see what happens.
Well, Josh is playing smart there. Whenever James goes up to get the wide arc into the corner, he's not jamming it in there. So Josh is doing a real smart move there.
Yeah, it's 51.
Yeah, 51 is going to take advantage here.
76 can't play that game very long. You can't do that. Well, hip check there. 20's pinching him pretty good.
Pinching him harder than Grandma does my cheeks.
Aw.
He does clear that 20.
Oh, the 20's right on his bumper though. Still, that was
Trying to take some air off that spoiler.
Doing everything but.
We know there's no love lost between the 76 and 51.
Oh, no.
None at all.
51's not gonna have an easy time trying to get by James here.
Yeah, but the 51 is not going to cut him any slack either.
Yeah, the only thing he will be willing to cut is the rear tire on that 76.
Maybe some brake lines.
Josh Gordon makes them move back underneath Randall Fox. They're side by side through turn 1 and 2.
I think the game plan, as he goes against it, said the game plan with the 76 is just hold the bottom. If they can't get underneath you, they're not going to pass you.
We're winding in here. There's going to be 11 laps to go this time by.
And we are
You
gonna
said they couldn't make it green.
we're gonna keep
Not there
with
yet.
this battle on track. As
The peasants don't matter back there.
as this has chased the implications. We got Pepsi Max Kellogg's in chat. He's saying that he's predicting the 51's going to come out of here a winner.
Shut your mouth.
Now,
That's who I got my money on.
I'm going to go with James Duke this time, even though the last time I picked him, he went into the wall.
I'm going to say the 20 is going to end up turning the 51 at some point.
I got somebody in the wall back there.
Look, Todd
It's only
Smith.
Did
Did have Whitley had a bad restart, but charging back through the field, got around Backy there. As I noticed, we're still watching the battle for the lead. Let's keep you updated on our other chase drivers. Or I'm sorry, Will, we've been saying it wrong all night. Playoff drivers,
Ooh, playoff drivers.
because you know that makes it better somehow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
That you're determining a champion off one race.
Don't know
James-
what's the problem.
James looking really good here with 9 to go at the line.
Yeah, he's done better than I expected on those old tires.
I think better than all of us expected, Trey.
And the pressure is still on. I mean, they're side by side on his bumper right behind him.
And,
now
and
James just cannot slip up.
no, and I feel like maybe that's his saving grace right now. The fact that the 20 and the 51 are going at it a little bit.
Well, at 51, he's getting some good use out of those 4 tires, boys.
Yeah, he's got a good run on the outside coming out of turn 4 there.
Got us a race, boys.
Now, if you're Todd Smith, are you telling your driver in the 20, hey, I know you're faster, but you're going to have to play nice here?
And that's the slack that Trey was talking about not being cut to the 76.
Yeah, little bumper there. Yeah, Randall's not gonna.
Just hanging on.
Yeah, Randall's not gonna put up with that too much.
Yeah, I was going to say the 76 not going to be able to do that again. As the 51 dives it low. He's
Not
going to
sure
get
why the
position on him right here.
76 is given the high line like that.
I would have
given a
blocked
low
there,
line.
I know that. Oh, Randall slides up.
Ooh,
James with the run.
sideways.
Josh Gordon.
76 able to maintain the lead.
Wow.
20 goes
Have
back to
that.
battle the 51.
Wow. That's going to give Chad Brown and Whitley a run at this if they can keep getting side by side.
And you know James' heartbeat.
Incredible.
James's heartbeat has to be 120 plus right now.
Oh, Wendell, you know,
Tell you
you're
what.
shaking, your hands start sweating on the wheel.
This is the only place I ever won a points race, and I know the exact feeling.
Your legs start shaking for no reason. You can't figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
I'll
find-
tell
find
you,
it.
I'm impressed with that 76 truck, man. You know what? I'm pulling for him. I hope he does it.
We
Chad,
do,
nice.
we do poke a lot of fun at him, but
Sure do. But hey, give credit
Man.
where it's due. He's a will man tonight.
He's getting it done. Yeah,
I
the best time
guarantee
to
you,
possibly
boys.
get it done at.
He's not watching the chat tonight.
he is not watching
no.
Chad tonight. He is 5 to go. 20 and the 51 still going at it.
That is saving James Duke. However, he held off Randall.
But
Even
here
though-
comes Whitley, though.
Oh boy, he has 4 freshies too, and he had to work pretty hard though to cut.
And we
back
do
up.
have lap traffic up here ahead of James.
Whitley clears the 51.
We hope they move out of the way.
Well, Steve's going to give him the bottom here. Should be the only truck they really encounter.
As you were saying earlier, I'm not really sure why the 76 isn't running a little bit lower, but hell, apparently he knows what he's doing right now.
I wouldn't want to give that 51 any draft. Ooh, blocks the 94 there.
94 said, 94 nah. Bumped him just a little bit there.
Nah, bro.
Took the momentum away from the 94, but story right now is the 20, the 51, and the 76.
Randall must be fuming there. The moves he's making, he's just slamming that wheel from side to side, trying to get by those two.
And the 51, honestly, boys, he has nothing to lose. He has such a point gap coming in here. He can be as aggressive as he wants.
He's got a
block
big
run. Drill him. Ooh.
That 76 truck right now is wider than Backy has ever thought about being. He's not going to be able to do it that time, but...
Randall's got a big run on that high side. He's gonna, Randall. He's gonna run that high line through one.
He's gonna run it wide open.
Looks like he's gonna clear him.
20 gets the look.
Coming out.
That's it.
That's it for the 76, but
2 laps away.
Move the 51 to the lead. New leader.
This is just race 1 in the playoffs, boy. Or it's not even an elimination round.
And Duke's able to maintain second.
Really?
94 coming in looking racy.
I haven't seen that high line come in, boys.
We are white flag.
Tell you what, this has the chance of being the race of the week.
Yeah.
Race of the month.
Yeah, for sure. It's been awesome.
That's it. Randall Falk's going to be your winner here tonight. James Duke going to bring it home, P2.
He may be the winner, Wendell, but this top 3 or 4 chase drivers are going to definitely shake up the chase brackets.
Indeed. We got Randall Falks, owner-driver of the 51 truck for Randall Falks Racing. He's bringing home the W tonight, essentially solidifying himself to the end of the chase. But not from lack of effort to the 76 car of James Duke. What a hell of a race, man.
That was.
Yeah, that was awesome by James Duke. By far his best race here in the OCRL, man. Hats off to the guy. He did a whole lot better than I thought he would. But that's awesome. I'm almost speechless.
And Trey, as many races as we've seen and still continue to call, that hard racing like that, it's extremely hard to run somebody side by side and not make a mistake there.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome.
That just shows the quality of drivers that we have here in the OCRL, that we can actually do that and not wreck the cars.
Yeah, we got Enigma in chat coming in with something I could not agree with more. That was some of the best racing he's seen from these broadcasts all season.
That might be the best race we've ever broadcasted in anything we've ever done. Especially the finish there.
I don't know, man. The rookie street stocks were pretty good.
That's a different kind of good.
Dig, and we're in it. Okay,
that's a Billy Bell kind of good. I know
boys.
You're gonna say, oh, the 51 won, but people, you need to go back and watch how he won this one, because it wasn't easy.
No, that was probably one of the hardest fought victories he's had, yeah. Man.
You guys said we couldn't make it to the finish going green.
And something told me to be pumped up for this tonight, gentlemen. And I think we saw exactly why. What a night.
Well, enjoy it. I'm pretty sure Thursday night's not going to be that exciting.
Yeah.
No,
it was a large night for sure.
We wouldn't be that lucky.
All right, guys.
It could be.
All right, guys. I got him. He started tail end Charlie on the field tonight. Our biggest mover of the race. Had a pretty decent shot, I think, to pull the win out. The Burnout Racing driver, that number 94, started 22nd, finished 3rd. Michael Whitley, tell us about your race, man.
And first off, hell of a job by James Duke and Randall there, and Josh Gordon. For Duke to stay out on that caution and no tires and hold us back like that was awesome. But working up from the back to the front, playing the cautions, getting tires when we needed to, and the truck was just fast, especially in the low line. Couldn't really get anything going in the high line, but those low line runs, we kept it 15, 20 lap runs, and it was perfect for that truck.
Now Whitley, we saw you. I mean, you were the lead truck tonight for BRT. Anything different you did tonight than your teammates, or just the setup kind of suit you more?
Maybe they'll listen to me and take the setup I have from now on.
Oh.
We had a good setup last night, and I kind of played around today and found something and ran it on my own. And it felt good for me. It felt good, and I gave it to them. And with the limited practice time, they felt to go with the setup from last night, which was a good setup, but it just couldn't run the low line very long. I mean, Corey was tight all night, and in that low line, he could only run about 2 laps down there before he had to move up. But overall, I mean, it was a good truck. It felt good. The racing was awesome. I hope we put on a good show for you those last few laps there.
You certainly did. Now, we see you're getting closer and closer. You finished in the top 5 here. Can you carry this momentum on to Charlotte and maybe pull out with a checkered flag?
That's what I'm hoping. I ran pretty decent at Charlotte before hitting the outside wall out of 4 in the Xfinity car. So I'm hoping we can carry that into Charlotte so we can go into Dover not having to worry. Because that's kind of like going into Talladega. I don't want to go into Dover having to worry about fighting to get into the top 7.
Yeah, that's never a fun battle to have to fight.
Yeah, that's of all the tracks to end with, that's not my favorite track to do it with. It's tight. Things can go from good to bad very, very quickly, just off simple mistakes. So if we can come out at Charlotte and put together another top 5 or hopefully put together a win, and then go from there into Dover with a nice easy road.
Well, there you have it, folks. Your P3 finisher, the top BRT driver tonight, Michael Whitley, gonna kick off the chase with a solid podium finish.
It
Thank
sounds
you,
like,
guys.
sounds like for Michael Whitley, he is burnout racing.
Yeah.
Currently number 1 driver.
Better take notes there, Corey Bunches of Oats.
All right, boys, I'm looking forward to this interview. Here he is. I doubted him, honestly. I didn't think he'd be able to do as well as he did on those old tires. But that's why I'm up here in the broadcast booth, and he's behind the steering wheel. James Duke started 16th, led 28 laps, had a legit shot at winning that race. Some of the best racing we've seen here on OCRL TV. Probably one of the best races that James Duke has had here in the OCRL series. Tell us about your race, James.
Just a really fun race. We had a great setup for the long run. It just took about 2 or 3 laps to get it wound up, and after that, it hugged the bottom line, and we could run 25 laps full throttle. We weren't really lifting at all. It was a great team effort in practice this week, and qualifying left something to be desired. But hey, when we get to the races, we were fast.
Well, James, doesn't matter where you start; it's where you finish.
Kind of bummed about the end. I made the mistake of staying out, but we weren't having any time to tire fall off. We could run 25 laps, and it was 95s all the way across all the tires. So I wasn't really too worried about it. My biggest fear was I had raised the tape up a little bit higher than I'd ever done before. With 10 to go, I started getting the oil light blinking.
Ooh.
And 5 to go, I had to lift going into the turns, which is whenever I started reeling me back in.
Well, James, you've been close. Where was it?
Texas?
Close, and
Yep.
battling with Randall Fox. Do you think you can bring another good show and see what you can do at Charlotte?
Well, we had a really, really fast truck last year. I think a couple modifications, some of the newer updates, and I think we'll be real fast again.
I tell you what, James.
Last year we had Patrick running in top 5 with our setup, so I think we'll be really good next week in Stout.
I tell you what, James. It's off to you and Paradigm racing. Got to be, in my opinion, but probably our viewers as well. I'm going to speak for our viewers. Your team's got to be one of the most improved teams this year in the OCRL. Man, you guys have a lot of speed. You guys had a lot of speed tonight. Whatever you guys are doing, keep it up. I have no doubts. You know what? I'm going to call it right now. James, you're going to win a race before this year's out, man. I was speechless at your performance tonight, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I know I had some challenges in the past, but like I'd mentioned to a couple of the admins and a couple of the drivers, the setups I had, I was having to drive way over my head. I mean, it was literally a pile of junk underneath me, and we were trying to get a top 15, and I was all over the place. But now we got the setups under control. I love the new adjustments with the low downforce packages. It seems to fit my driving style and a lot of our team.
Well, you did a great job. Probably part of one of the best streams we've ever had on here on OCRL TV. So hopefully you go download it, save it, tell all your friends about it, get our views up, make me some money. But we look forward to seeing you next week at Charlotte, James.
No hidden agenda there.
No, not at all.
No, it's wide open the open. Make us some money.
No, but
Thanks, guys.
all jokes aside, James, you drove the wheels off that thing tonight, man. Glad to see you having a lot of success. Like I said, 28 laps led, started 16th, finished second. It's going to be fun next week at Charlotte.
Thanks. See you guys hopefully in this same spot, or maybe in the next interviewee spot next week.
There you have it, folks. Your P2 finisher tonight, boys. Paradigm Racing going to be a threat this chase, it looks like.
All right, boys. I just dusted off his chair. He hasn't been here in, a couple of weeks?
Had a fair amount of spider webs on it there.
Yeah, dusted off. But winner, chicken dinner. No stranger to victory lane. I think he pretty much walks into Homestead. But your winner tonight. But that 76, 94, and that 20 didn't make it easy on you tonight, Randall.
No, for sure it didn't. I was a little frustrated there at the end, getting caution after caution, because I don't think that there's a doubt in my mind that had we gotten 25, 30 laps, that the truck was just getting faster and faster and faster. And hats off to, first of all, Tim Marlowe for putting this thing together. He pretty much builds our truck sets, and he does such a phenomenal job with this thing, and makes it easy on us to be able to just come in here and basically just drive them. It's one of the few, I guess, cars on the service that we have that opportunity, and I'm very grateful for that. So thanks to Tim for the setup. It was just unbelievably fast. So yeah, we had a pretty good race there.
Well, Randall, real quick before they go getting into legitimate questions, we got questions from Eli every week. He wants to know how hard you were driving to get around that 20 in that 76 truck tonight.
Oh man, I'll be honest. That's probably the hardest I've drove the truck in quite some time. I was, if we had the team radios going, if you guys could listen in that last 6-7 laps or something before I got around them, there weren't too many nice words said, because I was making the wrong decisions going into the corner and just causing myself to get tight. And I finally put it on the outside and was able to get around them, and realized to myself I should have just been running the top the last 15 laps probably, instead of trying to get all I could on the bottom and trying to take their momentum away. And realized that once I got around them, but thankfully we're able to get around them, no damage and no wrecks, and those guys got through it as well. I hope it had to have been a good show.
Well, Randall, what does it say about the league? I kind of was wondering, as the race went on, you're looking in your rearview mirror, you see names that usually the only time you see them in your relative is when you're lapping them. But you had James Duke, Michael Whitley, newcomer Josh Gordon. I think at one time Cody Heinzman and Chad Brown were up there challenging for the win. How nice is it to see these new names showing up here in the league and making you sweat a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. It's great. Well, I think I mentioned that a couple times tonight, just to see the guys that you know haven't necessarily had the best of runs with the league, and like James, he's really come on really strong here past 4 or 5 weeks or so, and it's good to see that. And I knew when Josh Gordon come in the server that he would be good. He's a former RFR member, and he has some knowledge from us, and he can make whatever team that he's going to be on better. And if he ended up with Paradigm, I'm sure that's just going to make them that much better. So I look forward to them being faster moving forward.
Well, Randall, how's it feel knowing you kind of get to chill the rest of these races and maybe just go for wins and not have to worry about any kind of points?
There ain't no chill in this 51 truck. We're going for the win next week too. That's for sure. Charlotte, yeah.
Well, it is Charlotte, so yeah, I'm sure you guys want to perform super great there. Maybe knock JB2M off their Charlotte dominance they've had in the past here.
Yeah, we hope. Again, we hope to have a good set going there, which we should, and hopefully we go there and knock out another one. And I think it's Dover after that, and I really like that place.
Oh, real quick, Randall, before you go, we got Chuck Sweeting coming in chat. He said he'll wreck you to win. You get the win in Charlotte.
Chuck Chuck knows that whatever we got to do to get him in, that's what that's going to be the agenda next week, to make sure Chuck's comfortable and try to put him in the best spot, obviously.
Well, let me point you in the first direction, Randall. Miss the APC trucks wrecking.
Yeah, that was horrible luck. I knew when that happened. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because we both were fast. Obviously, I mean, the queue time showed that, race showed it until that happened. But it's just a part of it. I know Chuck's had pretty rough go with it. Whether it's the trucks or Cup car past few weeks, whether he's being flipped or not.
I didn't even pick him in fantasy this week, so I don't know what his problem is. Now he just broke a mirror, I guess.
But the way this thing is, like tonight, I think we'll just tandem and push him to the front next week.
All right, Randall. Well, another week, another win. I think you can go ahead and punch your ticket to Homestead, man. We look forward to seeing what RFR brings to the table at Charlotte next week. Thanks for joining us, Randall.
I appreciate you guys.
Well, boys,
I tell you what, man, that's got to be one of the best broadcasts because we're awesome. But
clearly,
but one of the best races of the year in both series here in OCRL, man. That was a fun race.
It was, and like you alluded to, obviously, Randall's going to be there barring catastrophic failure, but to have some of the guys up there running as well as they were just makes it that much better.
Well, look at the holes some of these other guys have to dig out of, though. Hollingsworth, Stephen, Jay Cox, and Michael Gruby going to be clawing to get some points back to get back in this chase battle.
Yeah, we didn't mention it, but Chuck Sweeting was able to rebound to pick up a top 10 tonight, so it's looking a lot better for him. Not as big of a hole to dig out of as a Hollingsworth or a Cox, but yeah, still a somewhat uphill battle for him.
I tell you what, though, you just look at the future of the league. You look at the top 10 there. Look how many new faces, new names are in that top 10, and how many of our regulars found themselves outside of the top 10. I think these new guys put the veterans of OCRL on notice.
And real quick,
OCRL next there, Wendell?
Yeah, real quick before we go, It appears that we have the formation of a new team, and it looks like they are going to be called Time Zone Motorsports. So we look forward to seeing what appears to be the 38 and the 24 truck, what they're going to be able to bring, closing this season out and then moving forward to next season.
Yeah, they came in at the end, kind of winding down.
I'll tell you what, they had good showings tonight. Cody Heinzman, that 38, Chad Wilson, and that 24, top 10s in practice, top 10s in qual, top 10s in race finishes. So welcome to the league, guys.
We're finishing the results now. Gentlemen, you have anything else for these folks?
Come back Thursday night and see us maybe have the same kind of battle. We've had some good finishes at Kansas before. We've also had some wild races at Kansas before. So come watch us battle with the cup cars, slide, beat, bang, and hope Chuck doesn't flip over.
Yeah, do it. So, yeah, like Moore said, join us again Thursday night, sometime between 8:45 and 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll push the button. We're bringing you cup cars from Kansas, nighttime. I don't know what else to say, guys.
Woo!
For Matt Kingston, Thomas Morris, Trey Landry, and I'm Wendell. We appreciate you joining us. We will see you Thursday night, OCRL TV on Twitch, bringing you the Google Chrome Cup Series. Be there or be there.
See ya!